sure hope this frog leg thing takes off, because I ain't lying, I'm tired of doing these table dances. Plus, I'm too fat, and the tutu keeps cutting off my circulation. I'm joking, and for the last time, I'm not the one with the accent. Smoke on that one, Tonto. And welcome to Intellectual Froglegs. You know, a lot of you snazzy frogleggers have been buying up these handsome Frogleg University t-shirts, and I tell you what we're going to do. Send me a picture of you wearing the shirt, and we'll make you the class of 2013, the inaugural class of 2013, and we're going to post it up on the website. And so if you haven't bought one yet, it's never too late to make your family proud. God bless the people of Oklahoma. You know, unlike those fruit bats down in New Orleans during Katrina sitting on the roofs, hit me, and blaming everybody else because their dumb asses didn't get out of harm's way. The media is stunned at how Oklahoma already have cleanup and repair crews underway. But then the other thing that befuddles the media is how these people of Oklahoma more times than not say they believe in God. And of course the media is making fun of them.
I guess you got to thank the Lord, right? Yeah. Do you thank the Lord?
You know what, Wolfie? Most of us do believe in God. Go ahead and make fun of us. Go ahead and make fun of what you do not understand. And despite all that humanity does not and cannot possibly understand, how in the hell can you be convinced that there's no God? And they never consider that they might be wrong. And you know what? If we're wrong, no big deal. Worst case is that we've been kind to people, we've been good to people, we've been good neighbors. You know what? If they're wrong,
please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste.
No, you don't want to mess with Michelle Obama. She's tough enough to whoop Ricky Tidwell's mama. Seen her out standing on the White House steps with the massive forearms and them big biceps.
This IRS scandal is massive. This is a game changer, serious, with widespread repercussions and ramifications. And I caught some of these IRS officials testifying on TV. You know, aside from the absolute arrogance of these guys, they're not outraged, they're not embarrassed, they're just sorry they got caught. They have no integrity, none.
I will not answer any questions or testify about the subject matter of this committee's meeting.
I certainly am not personally responsible.
I'd have to look back at my notes on that, sir.
You've got notes on that?
I'd have to try to find them.
Why did you say you had notes if you don't think you have notes?
Sir, please. I don't.
Please. Do you have notes or don't you have notes?
I don't know.
I'm totally responsible, but I didn't do anything wrong and I don't know anything. The federal government's out of control, taking hostile actions against law-abiding citizens that disagree with them politically. And you know, this is a trust that can never, ever be recovered. Never. It's gone. You know what? That's what socialism does. It destroys. Socialism has never built anything other than poverty.
I can't believe the things I see. The path that I have chosen now has led me to a wall. And with each passing day, I feel a little more like something dear was lost.
And what's more, on Tuesday, some Tea Partiers launched a peaceful protest at the IRS buildings across the country. And you know, these are your gray-haired retirees. They're always respectful. They clean up their mess. They don't vandalize. Unlike those Occupy freaks who take craps on police cars, vandalize and damage property. But you know what? Who did the government have standing to protect the doors of the IRS against these gray-haired retirees, armed Homeland Security officers standing there to greet these retirees. But you know what? I just learned something I had no idea. I mean, that's not surprising, but the IRS is like every other government agency. It's run by political hack union thugs. Like the EPA, like the Department of Education. Go down the damn list. Unions everywhere. It makes you feel warm and fuzzy about sending these guys your hard-earned money, don't it?
I wouldn't trade old Leroy or my Chevrolet for your Escalade or your freak parade. I'm the only John Wayne left in this town. And I saddle up my horse and I ride into the city. I make a lot of noise cause the girls, they are so pretty. Riding up and down Broadway on my old stud Leroy. And the girls say, save a horse, ride a cowboy. Everybody says, save a horse, ride a cowboy. Cake, she says, just like Marie Antoinette.
But you know what? The federal government ain't gonna let go. And that's why the 10th Amendment is so important. Did you see our Department of Education is changing its forms from reading mother and father to parent 1 and parent 2? Of course, they're bowing to the demands of the militant socialist gay activists. Most of them ain't even gay anyway. This parent 1, parent 2 business will be the cause of divorce. I should be parent 1 because I'm the breadwinner. Well, I should be parent 1 because I wash your dirty ass underwear.
Less conversation, a little more action, please. All this aggravation ain't satisfaction in me. A little more fight, a little less fun. A little less fight, a little more smart. Close your mouth and open up your heart and baby satisfy me. Satisfy me, baby.
What's sad is how stupid our nation has become because of our Department of Education. It is nothing more than a political hack organization like the EPA and like the IRS. And you know, most people you ask believe the Department of Education has been around for 100 years or more. But you know what? The Department of Education was a gift from Jimmy Carter in 1979. Well, that was the year I graduated. We dodged a bullet. But you know, now we got a generation of morons that can't even put on pants.
Pants on the ground, looking like a fool with your pants on the ground, with the gold in your mouth, hat turned sideways, pants hit the ground. Call yourself a cool cat, looking like a fool, walking downtown with your pants on the ground.
You know what? But the proponents, the supporters of the Department of Education point to, well, we've increased graduation rates. All that does is prove you can put a cap and gown on a friggin' fish stick. You know, there's an old saying, you can put a cat in the oven, but it don't make it a biscuit.
What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's...
These kids are not prepared for life. They're prepared to get on the public dole. They're prepared to go get a welfare check. And you remember this past March? 80% of New York City's public high school graduates were too ignorant to get into community college. 80%. This came from CBS, not Fox News. But 80% have not mastered the basics of reading, writing, and math. Forget history. 80%. That's 4 out of 5 kids. You know what else is interesting to point out? According to CNN, less than a year ago, New York City spends more per student than anywhere else in the country next to Washington, D.C. The numbers don't lie. The results don't lie. But they don't care about results as long as their intentions are noble.
But resist we much, we must, and we will much. About that be committed.
I pledge
to be a servant to our president
and all mankind, because together we can, together we are.
unlike liberals, I'd like to make a correction. I made a comment earlier that most of us believe in God. Well, you know what? I cannot possibly know that. That was very liberal of me, I'm sorry. But what I do know is most of us respect God. Man, I got a letter from some left-wing fruitcake, and I'm sorry. For the record, I don't speak unicorn. We're being strangled to death with good intentions. You know, look, with decade after decade after decade of government making things so much better, why is everything worse than ever? Tell them, Ronnie.
Government is the problem.
Oh yeah, and you keep hearing Democrats blame the unregulated free markets. There's never been a free market in my lifetime. That is just absolute propaganda. You know, the problem is government-supported, unregulated unions. The biggest enemy of capitalism and the biggest parasites on our economy's ass is the public service unions. They should be outlawed. And you freaks screaming about the separation of church and state, you better turn your sights on the separation of unions and state. There's not one thing that the unions have improved other than their own pensions, benefits, and bank accounts. Well, that's what my cousin said.
You ain't got no kind of feeling inside.
I stand here as a freed slave.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. Please don't forget to send in pictures of you wearing your frog leg gear, because we're going to make you the class of 2013. Please stop by the website at intellectualfroglegs.com. Sign up for the show alerts. There's also links there to hook up with me on Facebook and Twitter. And thank you so much for the donations, PayPal and otherwise. You know, frog legs are free to watch, but they ain't free to make. And if God continues smiling on us, we're going to have some new equipment here real soon. We just need another $2,000. And if we get it, as soon as we get it, which might hopefully is right away, we're going to have to take a week or two to get set up and learn all the new buttons. But I always said I want my last words to be, what does this button do? Anyway, everything you need's over at the website. Please share the videos with your friends. Use force if necessary. Just tell them you're with the local 579. And keep those reality-free comments coming, you commie bichachos.
You walked right into the trap.
Over at the website, intellectualfroglegs.com, I got a page set up called God, Science, and History. And we got some awesome videos and documentaries and full-length movies. Awesome page. Not my stuff. We've all heard preachers and priests and other men of the cloth talking about God. But, and with all due respect to these guys, nobody can quite articulate the awesome power of God like a scientist. So go check it out.